What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back once again for another, probably the final, Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release pack opening. We have done many of these, and you can check out the playlist of all of these that we have done up in the corner right there. The last one specifically was hilarious, so I definitely encourage you to go check it out. But we've enjoyed all of the openings that we've done, and we will have more in general Adventures in the Forgotten Realms openings, specifically when we get to these bundles that you may be able to see up here. That will be one of them, the set of D&D bundles. But for now, let's move these things to the side. We got a black D20. So I mentioned last time that if we had gotten the red one, that would be cool in terms of just a pattern. Because we would have had then 2 of each and then 3 white, but now we have 3 white, 3 black, 2 blue, 2 green, and a red. And you know what? That's probably fine, right? Beggars and choosers and all that. I at least got 1 of each, and that's typically what I aim for, so I am definitely not upset. We have the divider, for those of you who have not seen one of these open before, that comes in the kit. And we have this little Xanathar's Guide to Dungeons with this cool Xanathar art on it, which is nice. And then the building a pre-release deck on the other side. Let me know in the comments. I was always curious, do folks out there also buy pre-release packs? Like, do you watch these videos because you want to see what cool stuff I open? Do you watch them because you don't buy pre-release packs for yourself? If you didn't get to go out to a pre-release, either because you didn't have time or because you were concerned about safety or regulations or things like that, I'm just curious. And then we have these foily dungeons, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, Lost Mine of Phandelver, and the Tomb of Annihilation, again with the skeleton, goblin, and the Atropal on the back. Those are cool. I love that they included those. We then have the packs, and last but not least, we have the code to MTG Arena, which we will be giving away at some point in this video. The nice thing about being able to actually attend a pre-release is that we were actually able to utilize our code from one of the pre-releases that we attended, so we did not have to worry about needing to keep one of these for ourselves, because usually the last one of these that we do, we keep the code for ourselves. But now we don't have to do that, so we get to give it to all of you. So hey, here is our promo foil rare, and it is a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. The foiling is actually really sick. I really like that. I don't love that this is the land, or that this is the card that we got as our promo, but again, as I mentioned in the last video, probably makes up for it. So you should check that last video out if you missed it. But this is fine. I mean, if we're in black, it gets in. That's like not a question. But yeah, otherwise it's fine. I have like a love-hate relationship with opening rare lands in pre-release kits. But anyway, here is an Eyes of the Beholder. It's a nice way to start with a black promo rare. Great Axe, which is a great card if you can get that mana cost covered. We have a Find the Path, which is nice. That's a good ramp card. Potion of Healing. Secret Door, don't love this one. Swarming Goblins, this one's pretty cool. A Deadly Dispute, nice card. You find a Cursed Idol. Hey, it's a way to destroy artifacts and enchantments. In pre-release, you do have the opportunity of a sideboard in game 2 and 3, so this is a pretty good one to at least keep in your sideboard. If not, just put it in because you can at least make a treasure and venture. Rime Shield Frost Giant, very good for limited, for sealed. It's very tough to deal with, so good card. Valor Singer is also very good. And Cleric class is our first uncommon. This one's fine. If you're in the life gain deck, it's spectacular. If you're not, it's probably not the best. Wizard class, on the other hand, is just plain good. I like this card a lot. And Power Word Kill, very solid removal spell. Unless you're dealing with a dragon that's really tough, you're probably going to be able to use this thing. I guess there's like a couple of rare demons, but still. Yeah, this is a very, very good card. And so our rare or mythic is a ranger class. 3 classes in one pack. Very interesting. This one's good. I mean, it's not insane, but it's pretty good. When you get it up to level 3, being able to play creatures off the top of your library late game feels very good. I like this. And then, plus that level 2 is really, really nice. Behind it, just a Plains and a Devil token. I have not seen this Devil token yet. That's pretty cool. It's because it has the same effect as the devils that Tybalt typically makes. I'm like used to that, so this is very different from what that looks like. Very, very different. I like it a lot. Okay, so we have our second pack here. Let's see what it has for us, if it will ever open. There we go. A little weird. Okay, we have an Unexpected Windfall. That's a good one. A Swarming Goblins again, not bad. A Devour Intellect, I don't love this one. Find the Path again, interesting. A +2 Mace, okay, for some equipment, not a bad one. Mordenkainen's Polymorph, this card's not great. We have a Hobgoblin Captain, that's pretty good. An Owlbear is very nice, good card. You Hear Something on Watch is also quite nice. A Kalane Reclusive Painter Alt Art. I don't think I have one of these yet, so that's really sweet. We've seen some pretty good black and red, so it's possible that we could use Kalane. I would love to use our Ranger class if we can. Plus, we just got Owlbear, so like green seems cool. We'll keep our eyes open. Green-black is a possibility. Red-black now is a possibility as well. We'll see, but this is a good first uncommon. We have a Death Priest of Mirkul. Okay, that's pretty good if we can get the creature types that it wants, and it's an uncommon, that's pretty nice. And Barrowin of Clan Undur. Sorry, I was a little distracted, but yes, Barrowin of Clan Undur is our Dwarf Cleric, so along with Kalane, this is our dual color, like, signpost uncommons to let you know what those two colors want to be doing, and like drawing you to those colors if you want to be in them. So that's good that we have both of them. We can kind of take a look. I mean, we've been looking at our black so far because we have some pretty good black removal. And now we have options of white, of red. I know I was talking about green. So some things to consider, but still pretty good. And then our rare or mythic is a Drizzt Duorden. Wow. Okay. Drizzt is very good. I have many of him at this point. I mean, he's pretty prominently featured. I don't know if you can tell by looking at, everything. But he's a very good card and a very popular character. So it makes a fair bit of sense. It would definitely be something to consider because, but he is quite splashable, which is nice. If you can probably, I mean, I guess if we were in white-black and we could do treasures, then we could get the green for him. And if we were in green anything, green black or green red or whatever, green typically has the ability to go search for basics, or if we're with black or red, we can use treasures as well. Drizzt is very splashable and a very good card. If we're in either of his two colors, he almost certainly gets in. And I think we have a foil back here. We do. It is You Come to a River. Not a bad card. And that foiling pattern looks sick. Yeah, the water in foil, very, very nice. And of course the background, the air, so to speak, behind them, or the sky, very nice. I like that a lot. That looks cool. And it's not a bad card. Followed by a forest and a Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which again has the goblin on the back. And again, see? Drizzt, all over everything. Very, very popular. I had never gotten into reading his books. I have nothing against any of them. I just never had the opportunity. It was never something that I sought out. So let me know in the comments if you recommend that I should read them. We have a Silver Raven to start. A Plummet. I know Amy loves this card, no matter when or where it is printed. We have a Gloomstalker, a Scion of Stygia, Hoarding Ogre, that's a good one. Feigned Death, not bad. Inspiring Bard is pretty cool. Clever Conjurer. I love this card. I feel like this card is super underrated. The fact that you can use it to ramp so that you can tap your land, untap it, and make more mana, or the fact that you can use it to save a creature that's been put under a Charmed Sleep, or any other tap effect like that Scion of Stygia that we just talked about. You can untap it to attack with it. You can untap it after it's attacked to make sure that it's back on blocks as well. Super, super underrated card, I think. Dire Wolf Prowler, not bad. Zombie Ogre's pretty good. Power Word Kill again. Wow. Okay, is our first uncommon in this pack. Not bad at all. You see a pair of goblins. Amy loves these guys. If you're unaware of who Amy is, she's the other person on this channel, my wife, and she absolutely loves these two goblin characters. So she would always choose befriend them, by the way. That's just how that would work. And we have Fly. Not a bad card. I understand that it's an enchant creature and you can get 2 for 1, and so I know why people don't like it, but it's not bad. And if you're trying to venture, a pretty good way to do it, because it gives the creature flying as well. And so our rare or mythic is... Wow, Asmodeus the Archfiend. I don't think this card is good. So... I mean, we have a lot of black. I guess I would consider it. I guess that's a question for all of you. If we are going black, would you play Asmodeus? Because I don't know that I would. I really don't. Tough. Okay, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. It is followed by an island, or he is followed by an island, and this awesome fairy dragon token. Look at this art. It's so good. Awesome. Okay. Hey, guess what? It's a code for MTG Arena. Just as a reminder, if you have already used a code from a Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release pack, God, it's such a long name, then this one will not work for you. It is 1 per account. That is the way that they do it. Whether you agree with it or not, I'm just reminding you of the rules, because I know I don't agree with it, but here we are, because I don't know if you noticed, I buy a lot of product. I'd like to be able to use more than 1 code, but hey, I can't. And so what we're doing is giving them away to all of you. If you have the opportunity to use this code, please feel free to shout it out in the comments down below if it works for you, so that your other fellow viewers know and so that we can congratulate you as well. If you don't get this code, you might want to stick around to the end of the video. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. It is super helpful. This is our way of saying thank you to you for watching all of our stuff. We do have 3 packs to go, and as I said, you might want to stick around anyway. So we hope that you will stick with us until the end. We have other channels as well down in the description box below. You should check those out also. Hey, it's a Plummet. Very nice. A Boots of Speed. A +2 Mace again. Mordenkainen's Polymorph again. Whoops. Well, here's a Hired Hexblade, followed by this Price of Loyalty that I took away earlier. No offense, Price of Loyalty. I think you're fine, I guess. We have a Hill Giant Herd Gorger. I love this art so much. He's so cool looking. Plus, he's a big old 7/6, which is not a bad thing at all. We have a Pixie Guide. If you're rolling dice, this is a very good card. And it's a 1/3, like it's a good blocker in the air as well, or gets in for chip damage. We have an Evolving Wilds, so if we are splashing, another great way to get that splash in for Drizzt, for example. Priest of Ancient Lore is a very good card. You see a pair of goblins again, just all these goblins hanging out. This is our first uncommon. We have another Fly and a Ray of Enfeeblement. Yeah, our black is sick. We have a lot of really good black removal. And yeah, I mean, if we went black-white and just went with Barrowan of Clan Undur that we opened earlier and just splashed for Drizzt. Notice how I did that? I said splashed because I was talking about Drizzt. Good Lord, Joe. Anyway, hey, our rare or mythic is an Oswald Fiddlebender. The number of this alt art Oswald Fiddlebender that I have is kind of annoying. But hey, great. We can do artifact nonsense. Because if we're planning on going black-white, I will at least check my artifacts, but I highly doubt it. I guess there are a lot of white artifacts in this set, so it's possible. Like, we got 2 +2 maces and all that. But, like, having to know the mana costs of all of them and stuff, it's like, it's so much work. This is definitely more of a constructed card, in my opinion. Behind Oswald, we have a Forest and an ad card. I will say, I used to rant about ad cards. They have gotten a lot better. This is very few and far between. I think in the last kit, in its entirety, we didn't see one, and now we've seen one. It's been a while. So, yeah, I will not complain about that one, because, hey, you know, keeping them that limited is fine with me. I appreciate that. We have an Earth Cult Elemental. Maybe they're listening. We have an Earth Cult Elemental to start. A Sepulchre Ghoul. Not bad. A Hill Giant Herd Gorger again. I don't, like, if I played 2 of these, that would be a lot. and more than 2 would be impossible, I feel like. Devoted Paladin is a very good card. Very, very good. I like it a lot. You find the villain's lair. It's a good counterspell, or draw then discard. Another Price of Loyalty. Precipitous Drop. There it is. Very nice. Solid black removal in this kit. Amazing. A Mimic. And this card's whatever. I don't love it, but it's fine. Charmed Sleep is very good. I don't think we're anywhere near blue, but it's good. You Hear Something on Watch is also very good. I was talking about our black removal, but this is white removal, still very good. Cloister Gargoyle. If we're doing the black-white, this probably gets in regardless if we're doing white, because this is quite a good card. Even just as an 0-4, but then with the possibility of it being a 3-4 flyer, very nice. Trey, Lasara, Moondancer. So Trey, Lasara plus Drizzed. Interesting. I don't think, at least I haven't noticed. I mean, maybe I just haven't been looking for it, but I haven't noticed a lot of life gain, and she's not good if you don't have life gain. So maybe, if we're splashing green for Drizzed, we can at least consider her, but we need to have some serious life gain in white to make that happen, because right now I'm leaning towards black-white, and if that's the direction I'm going, then I would need some life gain before I put her in. Drizzed gets in kind of almost no matter what, but she would be kind of a tough sell. So, but she's still there. That's our second uncommon in this pack, right? Second? Yes. And so our third, wow, very nice. Borderless Black Dragon alt art. Very cool. Again, our black is sick. It definitely gets in. This is nuts. Yeah, I like this kit so far quite a bit. I would splash for Ranger class too, now that I'm looking at it. If we're splashing green, like, sure, we're not going to get it out immediately, and we're only going to be able to activate it, like, level it up once a turn, because we're probably only going to have like 1 or 2 green sources in the deck. But with Evolving Wilds, this is great. Really, really good. Behind Black Dragon, our rare or mythic, because that's not even what this is. This is gorgeous, by the way, this art. Wow, it's so cool looking. But our rare or mythic is a fighter class, white-red. Interesting. It cares about equipments and stuff and equip abilities. In that deck, it would be really good. This is not something that we would need to splash for, like need to splash red. If we were splashing red for anything, it would be Kalain. So I don't think that this card would get in. This is just, whatever. It would kind of go on the side with our Oswald Fiddlebender. And then behind that, just an island and a Dungeon of the Mad Mage with a goblin on the back, which means we have one more pack to go. Just one. But before we do that, I told you you'd want to stick around to the end, right? It's because we have another code for MTG Arena. And we should turn this code around and show it to all of you. This is our last pre-release pack opening for Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, so please be aware, if you did not listen to my speech in the beginning, you can only use one of these per account on MTG Arena, so if you've already used one, this won't work for you. Don't waste your time. But hey, don't forget, we also stream 8 to 10 p.m. every Monday and Friday. Mondays we play MTG Arena, speaking of which, and Fridays we play random video games. This Friday we will be continuing our playthrough of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It is our 6th and final game in the franchise that we've been playing through. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you subscribe and ring the bell, like I mentioned earlier, you'll get notifications whenever we go live. So again, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope everybody has been enjoying these videos. Okay. And our last pack, let's see what we've got, because again, our black-white seems pretty sweet. And, splashing for Drizzed and whatever, but let's see what this last pack has for us. We have a Great Axe to start. Another Eyes of the Beholder. Wow. A Planar Ally. Not bad at all. Our curve might be a little high, but I think we can figure it out. We have Dragon's Fire. That's a good card. Not for this deck necessarily, but still good. Fate's Reversal. Circle of the Moon Druid. We have a Dwarf Hold Champion. A Shocking Grasp. Neverwinter Dryad in the alt art. I mentioned in, I think, the last opening, I don't love this card. The alt art's pretty cool. I like how it looks, but I don't love the ability on it. And definitely not for this deck. We have an Air Cult Elemental, not bad. A Ray of Enfeeblement, again, is our first uncommon. How much removal is too much removal? I don't know that that's a real question, but hey, that's awesome. What a nice card to get. A Prosperous Innkeeper, there's some life gain, but I don't know that it's enough. It's one card. And a Ray of Frost. I love ice elemental things. So this card is great. Again, this is the kind of card that makes that the 2/3 untapper look really good. This was another one of those spells that guy hoses. So, but still, really, really cool. The art is insane. I know Amy would be upset if I didn't mention how awesome this art is. So yeah, good card. Obviously not for this particular deck. And hey, our final rare or mythic is a Flame Skull Mythic. It is double red, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to splash if we are going black-white. But, I mean, we have 2 white-green cards, specifically in Drizzt and Trey Lasara. We have the black-white in Barrowin, and we have the black-red in Kalain, and now we have this Flame Skull. So, hey, if you disagree with me, you're absolutely more than welcome to disagree, and I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What kind of a deck would you make out of all this? We do not have a foil. We have a Swamp and a Tomb of Annihilation, which means, I guess, we just opened a Mythic, right? I don't know that it's the most valuable thing that we opened, but hey, I'll leave you looking at it, sure. I think, for me personally, like I said, that I would go black-white in this deck. That's just me. But if you have different opinions, I would always love to hear them down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the opening in general down in the comments below. We would love, 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 love to hear from you. Like I said, please feel free to do all that fun YouTube stuff. It is super, super helpful to us, and we love making these videos for all of you. We hope that you love watching them. And yeah, I have been Joe from us here at the Geek for All family of channels. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.